Hi guys.
How you doing, Piker? All right. Yeah, good, thank you.
Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Matchday -1 press conference for Nottingham Forest, joined with Morgan Gibbs-White. We start with Anton from Sky.
Thank you. Hi Morgan.
How you doing, you okay?
Yeah, good you?
Good, thank you.
Look, I'm just wondering how it's going to feel tomorrow, City Ground, European game, first one for a generation. How's that going to feel?
Incredible. It's what we've worked for. It's what I feel like we deserved after last season. But just to be able to be under the City Ground lights, knowing that European football's back here is honestly an incredible feeling, and knowing that we've give that back to the fans is something that we're really proud of as a club. And there's no one in this city that deserves it more than the fans, because they're the ones that have backed us through absolutely everything. So come tomorrow night, I expect the place to be absolutely bouncing and everyone to be really looking forward to the game.
Well, I can see the smile on your face when you talk about European football. That's based on the success of last season. How would you summarise this season, considering, change of manager, results haven't gone your way, you weren't in the starting lineup at the weekend. How's that been for you and for the team?
Obviously, having a change is obviously difficult to adapt to straight away. Things aren't just going to click overnight. We have a new manager in now, a different style of play, a different way of playing, and a very exciting way of playing that we all have to adapt to. And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. But this manager that we've brought in now, Ange, is incredible. He's won things in the past, and he's made that very clear with us in this dressing room that he wants to win things, and he's trying to install that winning mentality into us. Even though we haven't got the win yet, I feel like we're just waiting for that win to really just get going.
Yeah, everyone's focused, I suppose, on the last 5 games, but you signed up for the long term. You're not the only one who signed up for the long term. Just can you talk us through the summer and what happened? Because obviously we all know the interest, we all know the new contracts, and how it's all gone since then.
Yeah, just a really stressful time for me personally, for my family. Yeah, there was a lot of things that happened behind the scenes in my personal life that was difficult to really focus on. I found it difficult to focus on football at the moment and everything that was going on. But in reality, your family is everything, and you have to put them first. And that's a decision I made. I had to put them first and focus on what was right in the moment, and that was being with my wife and my newborn son. So that was what happened in the summer, and I made sure my full concentration and full focus was with them.
I'm guessing that's what makes nights like tomorrow even more special, right?
Yeah, 100%. Tomorrow will be very special. After 30 years of not being in Europe, we're the players that have done that. Along with the help of the owner and the club and everything like that. We're the ones that have done that, and we're able to say we've given back to the fans for all their incredible support. So it's going to be a really special night.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Chris, Charlie next.
Thank you. Hi, Morgan.
Okay.
Is there a sense of what might be the priority this season, the Europa League or the Premier League? Obviously, last year when your manager won it at Spurs, results in the Premier League necessitated that the Europa League became the priority. Is there a priority this season?
No, we've not spoke about a priority. I feel like as a team, we've prioritised the next game and the next game after that, because that's all we can look forward to. So the main priority is tomorrow night and winning tomorrow night. And then after that game will be Newcastle, and our main priority will be to try and win there as well. So no, there's no priorities. Like I said before, the manager is in trying to install a winning mentality in the team. He's seen how together we are as a group, and we've shown that in the past. So it's all about game by game and just taking it step by step.
It does feel like the approach from your previous manager and Ange, they vary quite significantly. How difficult is it to try and bed new things in when the games are coming as thick and fast as they are?
Yeah, it's difficult because you have so many games coming now, and you very rarely get a lot of training sessions together. because you're always resting, recovering, and then playing a game, resting, recovering, playing game. So it's difficult to get them training sessions in and difficult to get the ideas. But the manager's been great ever since he come in. He's installed his ideas straight away, and I think you can see in the way we're playing. We're creating so much more chances, keeping the ball, having more possession, and when you have more possession of the ball, when you're creating more chances, you're more than likely better off winning the game. So yeah, it's a completely different end of the spectrum from what we had last year to now. But what we have now is really, really exciting and really positive.
Just finally, can you talk me through what it feels like? Because I imagine playing in Europe was a boyhood dream. What does it feel like when you walk out for Nottingham Forest a week ago in Europe, and what do you think it will feel like when you do that tomorrow here at the City Ground?
Last week was a special feeling. I wish the first game was at home, but tomorrow night will be a really proud moment in my career so far. Hopefully I'm playing. But yeah, it will be an incredible moment for me in my career. To be able to walk out with this team, knowing all we've been through in these past 3-4 seasons, to be back in Europe again will be honestly a special feeling.
Appreciate your time. Wish you well.
Thank you.
Any questions from the back? Phil?
Hi, Morgan, it's Phil from ITV. Are you anticipating how you're going to feel when you walk out onto the pitch? Is it kind of hairs on the back of your neck kind of moment?
Yeah, I get little goosebumps now just thinking about that moment. But I feel like as a player, these moments you can't let them pass by. You've really got to grab them and take that chance. Because it's such a small career, and you never know, you might not get these opportunities again. So you've got to make the most of it when they come around.
Committing your future to the club was an easy decision in the end, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. After everything that we've been through together, and knowing that we were back in Europe, I really wanted to continue that journey. And like I said, the fact that after 30 years, we're back here tomorrow night, at home, under the lights, the fans are going to be incredible, loud as anything. So yeah, that was a big reason to why I wanted to stay.
Just finally from me, you've obviously talked about the exciting style of play. There's been times when it's clicked. I mean, that first half against Betis, is it just when it clicks, it's going to be something special, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. People think that it needs to happen now, it needs to happen really quick, but when you're going through a process, when you're going through a transition, not everything is always perfect. It doesn't click right away. However, me personally, I think the way that we're playing and the way that we're understanding each other because of the manager's ideas has shown so much in the recent games. It's just we're missing that final cutting edge of seeing out games like we used to, and then taking clear-cut chances. But you could say if we won all these games, which me personally I think we should have, then everyone would be raving about Ange. Everyone would be absolutely sat here now. That would be the topic of discussion, Ange. But we're just waiting for that win, and I think as soon as that win comes, we'll start to kick on.
Morgan, can you give us a bit of insight into what Ange's like on the training ground? What kind of character is he, isn't he?
He's kind of chilled back. He is. In meetings and stuff is where he comes alive. He gets really passionate about what he wants and about how he plays. That's one thing I will say about him. He's very passionate. He's very passionate about winning. We haven't been able to get him that yet, but it's coming. He's a great guy. Man-to-man managing is great. I've had several conversations with him so far, and everyone's been positive, and he's a really understanding guy. But I think what we've all taken from him so far is, like I said, his passion for football and his passion for winning and his passion for winning things. That I feel like that's really inspired the group to, want to play for him and believe in his ideas.
Can I ask about Elliot Anderson as well? I wonder what the view of him is. Somebody whose rise over the past year has been pretty remarkable, and now you could both end up playing for England together. I wonder what you make of his rise over the past year.
I knew this was coming with El because I've seen his talent from the first day he arrived. But he's an incredible and an even better guy, and he deserves everything that's been coming his way. and I hope it continues in that way. But yeah, he's a really good kid and a really good friend of mine.
Morgan, can I ask you about the summer just quickly? Because I'm at the height of the new state that you go sort of questions. I think you were at a friendly at Chesterfield. You got taken off at half time, made a point of applauding the supporters. I just wondered if you were ever worried about losing that connection at the time, and you wanted to sort of reaffirm it.
No, I was never worried about the connection I have with the fans, just typically based on what we've been through together over the past 3 years, battling relegation. And it's something that I always do every single game. After every single game is go and applaud the fans and show my love to the fans, because they're the ones that are paying their hard-earned money to come and watch us and support us. So I feel like that's the least I could do, is after the game walk around and clap and just give my support and give my thanks. But no, what I think the whole team and the fans and I have been through the past 3 years, there's no love lost or whatever it is, just based on what we've been through together.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do we have to put into perspective, 15 months ago, you just beaten relegation, and now we're talking about, obviously, European football that it's ago. Obviously, it's not been the winning start of Ange, you guys would want to, but in terms of the context, how far you guys have come in such a short space of time, you know, how important is that?
Yeah, of course it's important. But how can I say it? The way to the top isn't always beautiful, and it's not always glory. And you've seen in the past month and a half here, we've had a different change of manager. There's been a lot that's happened within the club. We haven't got a win yet. So it's not all rise and glory. We've been through the relegation times. We had a great season last season, and we're in Europe now. But this is what comes with trying to get to the top. You're always going to have blips. But like I said before, when I feel like as a team, as a club, when we get that first win, I feel like we'll be a team that's unstoppable.
And for you, you worked with Nuno at Wolves and worked with Nuno here for a long time, had good success with him. Just how difficult was it for you to see him go personally?
Yeah, it's obviously difficult when you have a good relationship with someone and they leave. But I feel like as I've matured and got older, this is football. We can't dwell on it, because the new manager's coming in and he's got his ideas, he's got his beliefs, and you have to straight away jump on board with that to have a chance of playing. And Ange has come in, really well. He's taken well to the group. We've taken well to him. We're believing in his ideas. He's well respected within the group. So, and I think you can see how we're playing as a group and as a team out there, that we're creating more chances. We're having more possession of the ball. And that comes with obviously creating more. So it's been a difficult moment, a difficult time. But like I said, when we get that first win, I feel like we'll be fine.
You've been here for a good chunk of this journey and seen how far the club's progressed in that time. When you first joined, did you ever imagine that this might be possible, that you might be sat here and talking about European football at the City Ground?
Yeah, just because of the beliefs of the owner. Obviously, before I came here, I had conversations with everyone that was in the building, and their goal wasn't to just hopefully stay up or just battle relegation every year. It was to really cement themselves as a Premier League team. And last season we did that and achieved, I think, more than what most people would say we were going to. So the trajectory of the club has obviously gone through the roof. Was anyone expecting it? No. But we're in the situation now, and we've got to deal with it, and we've got to keep pushing on, because if we can do what we did last season, why can't we do it again? Obviously, we know there's more games and stuff coming up, and it's going to be difficult, but I feel like we have a great group of players right now, a good manager, a good coaching staff that can really achieve something really good this year.
You've got a manager, obviously, that knows all about this competition and success. How much can you lean on that? Because it's new for the club and new for quite a lot of the players.
100%. I think he's the only person that we can lean to, because he's the one that's been through it, he's won it. So every bit of advice, every bit of help that we need, we're going to go straight to the manager, because he's the one that's done it. And I feel like bringing him in and having that experience for our first year in Europe is going to be so important. And you've seen in the first Europa League game how dominant we was in the first half, and I feel like in the second half we should have easily just seen out the game. So there's signs there. It's obviously, like I said, it's not going to be overnight. It's not going to click straight away because we still need to adjust. But everyone is believing in the manager and believing in what we can do.
Last one or two with Raymond.
Yes, hello, my name is Raymond. I'm a Danish journalist from Bold.
Nice to meet you.
People here forgot about Midtjylland, so a question about is the Midtjylland. Back home in Denmark, people watch the Premier every week and know a lot about you guys in Forest. Can you tell us about what you know about Midtjylland, both as the club but also the players?
To be totally honest, I haven't watched a lot of thingy, but we've been watching clips this week. We've had a lot of meetings on the team, and we've seen that they are a very direct team. They like to go long a lot. Win first contact, second contacts. Obviously, Philip Billing has just gone to you guys and signed there, so it's going to be a really difficult game, and the manager has made us aware of that, just because of the style of play and how you guys like to play. So it's going to be a really difficult game, but one that we're confident that we can come to the City Ground tomorrow night and get 3 points.
Good. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.